Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Starshine on 49 podcast here at the Embassy Theater. I'm here with the cast of Checkmate. We're going to go through everybody. This is Jack. Who do you play?
I play Todd Schultz.
Todd Schultz. Okay, and this is Lily. Who do you play?
Kelly Kingston.
Okay, Ben, who are you?
I play Nick Barney.
Ian, who do you play?
I play Hank Judy.
Hank Judy. Okay, Mel, who do you play?
Play Macy Ruth.
And Sawyer, who's just off camera, is the writer-director.
I hope you can see me, but it's okay.
Somewhere over
I'm not
there
the
in that
important
general
one right
area.
now.
So I'm really excited to ask you guys about the show because I don't know anything about it at all. So I'm just like the audience coming into it. I know it's called Checkmate. You guys are in it, and there's chess in it, I would think. Tell me about that. How does chess actually relate to this show? And as you guys can see, we have a little chess game ongoing. Got some pro chess players here. So how does chess actually like tie into this show?
So, my character, Todd Schultz, is dating Kelly, and Todd is a struggling man. He works multiple jobs, really burnt out, and Kelly wants to try to reignite the flame of their relationship, so she buys a chess set and teaches Todd how to play.
Okay, so they start playing together. Wow, okay. I really like that. Do you... The chess game is going to distract me, but I like it. I think it's really cool that we have an active chess game going on. And as you may have noticed a few seconds ago, I think I saw a major blunder on Lily's part.
It started before we even started this recording.
Yeah. But I think there's a clear lead.
Yeah.
Does the chess skill of the actor relate to the character in the show? I assume it's completely unrelated.
No, ironically, I taught Lily how to play chess in real life.
As opposed to the characters doing it the opposite way. Right?
Yeah, I'm not that good. I shouldn't be teaching anybody in real life.
So, yeah, watch
She's
those
not.
moves and learn from Lily if you're watching that channel. You don't want to follow that to get your online ELO up. So, speaking of online ELO, I'll go to Ian, who I believe is the highest.
No. Put it back.
See?
You let go. What do you mean? Oh, you
This
can't.
is good. This is good. See, the highest rated chess player here is likely, I believe, Ian.
I don't.
As you can see, based on these moves that we're making here. Do you think that helps you out in the show at all, being such a good chess player?
No.
No. Bad
I mean,
question. It doesn't really relate.
My character doesn't play chess in this show.
Ooh, is that a spoiler? Can you say that? Yeah, I think you can say that.
I wouldn't
was just
say
messing- I
so.
was
It's
just messing with
it's
you.
his character. He doesn't
My
play
character
chess.
doesn't.
He's not actual chess.
Yeah.
But
No.
Mental wise.
He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
chess.
Oh, he's playing the mental
Okay.
games.
Okay.
There's a whole.
Mental.
Everybody's involved.
Oh. Well, now I'm kind of curious about more of your characters. So, Jack, you gave me a little bit of an outline of like you and Lily, but Lily, how do you see your character in the show? It's a bit of a broad question.
Yeah.
A bit.
In the show, she's just kind of there. She helps guide Todd. I can't probably talk that much about that.
Yeah, we don't want to give too much away.
I mean, it's in the synopsis that she's dead. There's no question about that, and we get to see
Yeah, if you made it this
flashbacks.
far in the podcast, you probably read the
Yeah, we
synopsis.
get to see flashbacks of Kelly in the show. So yeah, in a way, she is guiding him.
Okay, so she plays a big role.
Alive
in-
and dead.
And what are the characters' names again?
Todd.
Kelly.
Todd and Kelly. Okay, so Kelly kind of like guides Todd through and introduces him to chess in the first place.
Yes.
Ben, describe your character a little bit for me.
My character, he's supposed to be like the veteran detective on the force. He's supposed to be kind of patient, wise, fatherly at times.
Okay.
Takes on a mentor role to, I'd say, several characters throughout.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny you said patience. I think it's interesting to see how some of the characteristics of the people you guys playing sort of make me think of the game of chess. Just when you say patience,
Yeah.
it's interesting. Sawyer, is there any are there some themes in the characters or in the show in general that you feel like kind of tie in and make the game of chess like relevant a little bit more?
Well, first of all, hi. I don't know if I'm in frame, but if not, I'll just. No, it's okay. If not, I'll just keep
Just
it
do a
on.
picture and we'll like move your mouse.
Sure. Or I'll
Like a
keep
jig
it on your.
jab.
I'll keep it on your nice, pretty face while we have the audio of me.
Voiceover.
So, your question was about how does chess tie like.
Yeah, and sort of like if there are themes in the show that sort of like relate and tie back to the game of chess. I know it's a bit of like a a broad artistic question.
It is a very broad question. So I think what's really cool about this show is like, yeah, it's based around Todd, but it's also like not. It's like each character is important to Todd's character arc, and if people like really pay attention to like not only the show but like kind of like what we've been like promoting so far, like the posters, for example, with like Todd being the only one black and white and the rest are in color. They kind of like the other four characters are like they spider out from Todd's personality.
Okay.
So like each of them are like a unique personality to Todd, and Todd has like this spectrum of emotions and stuff. And so I think that's really cool too. As far as the chess game goes, like, yeah, there are a lot of themes in this show, and chess indirectly ties to all of it. So I think if people really like, they sit at the edge of their seat and like focus on each line set, every action that's made in the show, it's a lot to take in. It really is.
Yeah, that's what I like as a viewer, like getting to kind of being rewarded for like really paying attention to something. I heard, so Ben, you said you're sort of a veteran, I think you said detective, right?
Yes.
Can we get into, so there's some intrigue in this show, it sounds like.
Yes.
I actually, maybe I should have read the synopsis, but maybe this makes me a good host to portray the audience coming into this. So how does this like sort of intrigue and detective tie into this story?
Well,
without giving too much away.
Well, like Sawyer already pointed out, it's kind of really well known. Kelly is dead, and that's kind of the inciting incident. Is there's all this, what's going on? You have the police force, which is Manian's character, trying to figure out what happened, where it all went wrong. It's very much a mystery. It's a cop thriller.
I love the setup. As the audience, it sounds like we arrive at like the perfect time to get the most interesting part of this story. Mel, I want to know how your character ties into this, as much as you can say.
Well, I play Jack's mom.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
I am, and I'm assuming I can say this, I am in prison for killing my boss.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we can.
I'm not going to go too much into any more of that, other than the fact that Todd and I have a very tumultuous relationship, and a lot of absenteeism, obviously, because she's been put away, and just there's a lot of ties with that.
Yeah. So I'm gathering sort of like where this story is going. And now to pivot a little bit, I'm curious how you guys how's the time been like working together? How have you guys been? You guys getting along, I presume? Do you hate each other? You can be honest. This is
They probably hate me.
Love.
You just hate Sawyer, yeah. Have we had any wacky hijinks yet? Any like standout stories? I know on one of the episodes of this podcast there was like a water drip on a chair, I think.
Oh,
Right?
the poo water.
The
The
poo
poo water
water
from
from
callbacks. Yeah.
Callbacks. Yeah.
There's a poo water gag.
We have a poo water?
Yeah. So we had our
That's what I was gonna say.
we had our read through back in December, or no, not December, beginning of January, and there's a line that Mel's character reacts to, and that's what's nice about a read through is like it's a cold read. You don't know like what you don't know the feel of it until you start reading it. And her reaction was just, "Oh my god." And like it was supposed to be a serious reaction to like, oh, shocked, but it was like a 2000s schoolgirl.
With a Queens accent, because I have, my character is from Queens.
Yeah.
So I have like a Queens accent, and oh my god was what came out.
I can see it's the perfect story.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like class reading. We were reading through a Shakespeare, I think it was Julius Caesar, where someone says, "Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war." And the kid who was reading it was like really into it and really just giving it his all, but he hadn't read ahead. So he said, "Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war," like super confidently screamed havoc. So I feel like it was one of those kind of moments, like you haven't read ahead yet and you're just going for it, you know?
One of my favorite like moments, kind of like that, was we had somebody else reading for Mel because she wasn't at that rehearsal, and it was a scene. It was kind of serious, and me and Ian, he had kind of like stormed out, and I was saying something, and I was told to screw off in less polite terms, and the person reading did not want to say that, so they said fluff off. And
that was Amy Green. She's
Yeah.
the stage manager for the show.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. Amy's helping out.
Yeah.
She'll be- How's it been working with Amy as stage manager? She maybe hasn't been around too much. But how's it
Well, Amy's doing a great job. I mean,
Oh,
she's honestly she's a natural at it. You know, I mean, it's not she hasn't really gotten her feet wet yet, but like the rehearsals that she's been to, you know, she's been paying attention. You know, writing stuff down that I just blurt out and won't remember later.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have her on the team. Yeah, it's really nice, and we have a good crew too. Not just Amy, but we have a lot of people running behind the scenes in the show.
Yeah, who else, if there's anyone you specifically want to shout out, who else do you have behind the scenes?
So we have a shout out. I mean, obviously, good old Tyler Jokes will be
Gotcha,
light designer. Shout out to Andrew, who is a certain choreographer for a certain action.
Without saying too much.
Yeah. And Denise being our coordinator for another action. I mean, it's intimacy. What am I saying?
I don't know if I'm figuring it out.
I don't know.
I'm
Could be
not sure
anything,
what you
really.
mean.
Yeah.
And then we have
Chess coordinator? Or...
That's his teaching.
Chess
chess
choreography. Yeah.
chess coordinator. It's been like I think it's been between me and Jack. Jack actually corrected me one time. We had an original line where Kelly's teaching Todd how to play chess, and I originally wrote, so let's say I go first, and Jack was basically like, in chess, the white pieces always go first.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, that would have been pretty, you know.
So I was, I felt this big that day. So-
I didn't mean it in like a mean way. I was just.
No, I know.
It's
It's just, I was like, oh. I mean, I thought I knew chess like fully, but that was the one little piece I forgot was like the white pieces always start first. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's easy to forget, but I can imagine watching the show. I'm glad Jack spoke up because actually, I would have been the guy in the audience.
Yeah.
Stand up halfway through the
Hold
show.
Hold on.
I don't know about that.
And then we have TJ who's running the actual lights for the show, and then we have Brock who's going to be our sound person, and then we have other Lily Riley, who's going to be makeup design. So that's going to be pretty
Awesome.
cool.
And
Yeah.
so it sounds we've got actual chess games in this show. Maybe not like a full chess game, but like
No.
someone's playing chess at some point, or
Yeah, there's
I guess maybe
It's-
an obvious question, but
it's not like it's chess is circled around the show, but it's not like the main focal point,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
right, it's like a vehicle to tell the story.
It's
so.
exactly. Look at you. That's good analogy right there.
I should direct something maybe one day.
Well, I mean,
in the future, maybe.
I have a feeling you're gonna insert something eventually.
No. We'll wait for
No.
the next episode. I'll do that on the next one.
I feel like you're trailing off somewhere.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, subscribe to the Embassy YouTube page, and so you can see more stuff like this. By the way, I feel like I have to plug the Embassy YouTube page. I really think it's cool you guys are doing more on like the socials and stuff. But you got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. That's it, I think.
I
But
think
those are the
so.
main ones. Those are the ones you want to get.
I
It's
don't
all
think-
Embassy Theater, right?
I don't think we're ever gonna have a Twitter. I think
No.
that's that we're gonna stay
Can't
clear
even
of
have a
that.
Twitter anymore.
Well, I'm forever going to call it Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I agree. It's hard. It's hard.
Hey, you guys see that post on X?
Yeah, who says that? And if you do say that, that's fine. That's okay.
Still come see the show.
Yes. Just because you call it X, we'll still let you in to see the show.
We'll judge
even
you
if
a
you call
little,
it
but-
X. We'll allow it.
We won't know.
I think we'll allow it.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Oh, yeah,
we'll have
I
to
get
talk to like the higher ups, but I think we can let that slide for now. But so that's good. There's not like too much chess, so I'm not gonna get like distracted by the chess game like Like I kind of am during this interview at times, but in a good way. I think it's like those, those TikTok videos where they have like some kinetic sand or something on the
Yeah.
side.
Surfers.
Yes.
I think the chess game will really
Subway
help.
It helps you
Surfers.
focus.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
what's that
Actually,
one
I
runner
think
game
I'm
that you always see
gonna
the boss?
have to.
Subway Surfers,
Subway
yeah.
Surfers.
Ooh, is that game over?
There's not much I can do here, guys.
Yeah. Should we reset the game? I kind of liked that there was
Somebody
a game
else
in the
plays.
background.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we're
Here, why don't you ask another juicy question while they reset?
Yeah, yeah. I totally wasn't stalling while I thought of another question or anything like that. So when did you guys start working on this? How long have you been in the process now?
Well, as far as actual rehearsing goes with the cast, this would be our fifth week coming up. So it's pretty much been over a month we've been working on this.
And you guys open in 2 weeks, right?
Less
This
than
weekend,
less than 2
active?
weeks. Yep. hmm
February. What's that date again?
Friday, February 13th, Saturday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, and Sunday, February 15th. 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, 2 p.m. Sunday.
Sounds like a good Valentine's date. Maybe a little sad given some of the plot lines, but
There's-
think-
I'm glad you mentioned that. There's a reason why I, took the gamble of doing this on Valentine's Day weekend, and that's because it's in a weird way. I'm hoping that this show will not necessarily like fix relationships or anything like that, but like open people's eyes a little bit and bring people a little bit together, because like there is themes in this show that are like a reflection of what could be going on in someone else's life, and like the resolution that happens after that kind of like helps them, like
Yeah. Without getting too personal, has anyone had an acting moment in this show where you strongly feel like you can like pull something from real life, and you can more focus on the moment in the show? You don't have to like tell your whole life story or like divulge, but do you feel a special connection to your character in any way or in any specific moment? Take some time. It's a
I
juicy
did.
one.
I have.
Mel?
Yeah, and anybody that knows me and maybe doesn't know me knows that I advocate a lot for domestic violence awareness. I came from a domestic violence marriage, 20 years, and I have 3 children. My youngest now is 23, and at the time when we left, he was 10. And I see a lot of Jack's character in him because he had a lot of trauma. A lot of, to this day, a lot of trauma about what happened during that time period. And it does hit me a little bit sometimes, especially because Jack is probably close to my son's age.
And he's such a good actor too. That's
Yeah, and
probably
he is. He's
like-
really good. But I mean, it's the mom comes out of me because it's like, I know that not in a roundabout way, I did not cause the trauma, but I was involved in the trauma.
Sure.
So that spidering out to my children is something that I have
Yeah.
had to deal with. So
I like that because
yeah,
that
that's
gets into like this. I like when shows have sort of it's a complex issue and sort of topic. Not that like the show has to go that deep into it, but something that makes the audience reflect a lot on things that they've had. And I feel like if as an actor you can reflect on things in your life, then the audience is going to feel like personally attached to the story more if you can sort of take it that way. And not every role is going to like call for that, but when it does and when it's applicable, I think that's super cool. Has anyone else had a moment like that? I know it's kind of a strong question, so you might not all have like.
Without revealing too much, there's some scenes with my character where I'm like talking about my family and how that contributes to my motives throughout the story and things. How
I
that
like-
helps.
It sounds like there's like some like central themes almost that sort of maybe revolve around like the effect you have on like your children, your family around you, right? Is that kind of like I kind of hitting something there? Yeah.
That and vice versa.
Yeah, right. I really like that. Again, with I won't get into it, but the show that I'm doing after this one, I like that it delves into.
Shameless
I
self-plugging.
had it somewhere. I had it written on my hand when I looked down. But I like when a show takes sort of like like the show itself. You might not find yourself in that specific situation or relating to the characters, but the way that characters interact between each other you can relate to and like feel something from your personal life with that. So I think that's a really good sign for the show. It makes me want to come see it more.
And I don't think it even has to be a specific situation. If you have
Yeah.
kids and your kids hurt and your kids are going through something,
Yeah.
as a mom, that it doesn't matter what it is, it's still going to pull that out of you.
And I feel like that's something too that like everybody can relate to, even if you don't have to directly be in the situation to understand. Like you don't have to be a parent to think of how you'll think of your parents and how that like reflected on their life and your life. So I think that's really cool and interesting.
Yeah, and like I said, Valentine's, like having it out on Valentine's Day, like, you know, like normally for Valentine's Day is like, yeah, for couples, but obviously a lot of people will do it for like their parents, you know, loved ones, all that good stuff. So I think, again, like this is something that everyone can come out and bring their loved ones with, you know, because, you know, it ties to, you know, relationships and, you know, connections between the parents and the children. You know, it's something that hopefully that everyone can relate to.
I feel like since like kind of COVID times, that's something that I found myself more drawn to in media, is those sort of like very real dynamics. And it's probably because, I don't know, I think it's because we're all like separated from each other for so long that it's almost like we need to see it to like remember how to act, sort of.
Right.
But so I felt really drawn to that. So I didn't quite realize like what the sort of meat of this story was, and now that I'm getting some of those themes, it's really interesting and exciting. Is there anything, if you were, since you know the show, what's something you think like the audience should really be excited for or looking out for? Like a specific, I know you can't really get into specific moments, but if you could think of a moment you like and try to boil it down to more general terms, you know? What's something in this show that you feel like makes it unique from other shows, I guess?
I really
It's brand new. This show's never
Yeah,
been
it's an
before.
original, right?
Yeah.
By Sawyer, of course.
And it is really, really, and I'm not just saying that, it is really, really good. It is.
I like going to see an original too. I think that's really cool. It feels like you're like supporting and being a part of your community.
Yeah.
That's really cool. How do you guys feel getting to be the first cast? What if this blows up? What if it's the biggest show? You're the original cast.
Listen.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
Are you know, like you have to like enter, I think when you write something you have to like enter it, there's a place you like enter it in to be like where someone could like buy it or find it and like pick it up. Would you, if someone wanted to buy the show from you, Sawyer, if they're watching this podcast, would you sell the rights to this show?
It's not my active pursuit. I'll answer that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're in it for the art.
I mean, I don't necessarily don't mind that if like, you know, word of mouth goes out and like someone else wants to do it, that's fine. But I will say, I don't think it'll be the same as the original and how it's being done here.
Right.
So, I mean, like I said, I'm open for it, but I am not like, I'm not gonna like right when the show's over and be like, okay, all right, I gotta search, gotta figure out where to submit this.
Well, that reminds me of, I watched when another original here, when you guys did callbacks, I watched the podcast for that. And I thought it was interesting. Brett talked about like, sort of similar to what you're saying, where like the original cast is going to be so special and meaningful that like there's something magical about just having it here. And it makes it like, it's a cool like exclusive thing that we have here also. That I like that the Embassy's doing so many original shows. And I think are there 2 more original shows in the season this year?
There are 2 more by Brett.
Yes,
that'll
so
be
we have
originals. Yeah.
coming up. I think it's awesome that the theater is like getting to do more originals and that people are writing them also. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That made me think, and sorry to focus on you, Sawyer, but when you have this wonderful cast. But I'm kind of curious, how long was the writing process for this roughly? I'm sure, I know like sometimes it's not so like, probably didn't just sit down and write it. It might have went on and off, but.
Well, I can proudly say it wasn't one of those like, oh, it took me years in the making kind of deal. I've always wanted to write an original of some kind, whether it be music, a movie, you know, a series of some kind, or, you know, like this, a play. And I weirdly got the idea roughly around Bonnie and Clyde. And that was a crazy time, let me tell you, trying to write a play while directing another show. But the embassy had their proposals late this year because of the transitions and all that stuff. And I don't know, like something in me was like, you should pursue this idea that you have and see how it goes. And like, it just happens as I'm writing, you know, I come up with a synopsis and I'm like, all right, let's see where this takes me. And, you know, it's crazy how, you know, once as you're writing, new ideas come in your head. It's like, it's a weird, like I learned something new about myself as I was putting all this together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy how like just 3 months ago I wrote something and now we're here.
It's real.
So,
It's coming I have a great question for everybody. So I'm going to go through one by one. I'm going to start with Jack. I want you to tell me who your favorite character is other than your own character and why.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just fresh off the noggin, that one. Fresh baked idea.
That's interesting. I haven't really thought about this.
Yeah. real stumper. Yeah. Take your time.
I think the first one that popped into my head was Ian's character, because he's a hothead. He wants to get this case done and over with. He believes Todd is the one who killed Kelly and doesn't think anything else. But I feel like he has a really good character arc where he starts finding more pieces of this puzzle and starts trusting Todd a bit more.
Cool. I like that. Lily?
I was actually also gonna say Ian's character, because his character really just you're gonna hate him a little bit in the beginning, I think, but at his character's core, he really just wants justice for Kelly and wants to put whoever it was, no matter if it was Todd or not, just wants to put whoever killed Kelly behind bars. My second pick was Mel's character, just because she would do anything for her kids.
It sounds like it from the little tidbit we got earlier. That sounds accurate.
I'm going to jump right on the bandwagon and say Ian's character
Yeah.
was also.
Man, I did a good.
Good job, Sawyer.
I wrote Ian's character real well then. Okay.
My reasoning's kind of silly compared to theirs, but as soon as I read he was from Texas, it because I grew up there, so that was
Which wasn't planned, by the way. I didn't expect this man to show up at auditions, but he did because you played Clyde Barrow, who was from Texas.
yeah.
Big Texas guy.
Another. If I had a nickel for every time Ian played a Texas character, I now have 2 nickels.
Not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah.
In your show specifically.
Twice in a row.
Twice in a row.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
No, it's all good. But I like a hothead. I like a Texan. It's fun.
Yeah.
My other favorite was Todd. It's kind of cliche to just really like the main character, but I love an underdog story. I love seeing this character who struggles, and I think it's kind of an important story to see a character who went from struggling with abuse and a lot of mental problems and seeing that struggle and watching them. I think that's important.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Ian? And you can't pick yourself.
Yeah, I know.
You can't hop on that bandwagon. Sorry.
Other than myself.
But you would pick yourself.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I like my character. But I was gonna say Mel's character. I mean, she's tough. She's a tough gal, and she's Mama Bear. That's kind of
Well, that's a great character for Mel too. I mean, even before like knowing what we said, that lines up. Mel, your favorite character?
I'm gonna go cliche and say Jack's character.
Yeah.
Because he defies all of the odds. He has been through so much trauma in his life, and he just wants to get better. He just wants a good life. He wants a better life. He wants good for himself and good for Kelly. And I'm not going to go into too much of what happens. Some things, but just his passion and his want and need for a good life, when he could give everything up. You know, his mental state, he could give up. He could just shrink into every temptation that there is.
Yeah, you'd have every
But he
reason.
just had every reason, yeah, and he just keeps pushing forward.
Wow. I think that makes him a good main character, too. It sounds like he's really easy to root for. And I think that Jack, in that character, I think sounds like it fits really well, which is why I'm excited to see it. Sawyer, this is hard. You got to pick your favorite character that you wrote.
Who's your favorite kid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't think I can pick. I can't
pick.
pick because they're all just so unique characters. They really are. They have a unique story to them. There's so much like depth to each character, but I don't know.
I do like how much, with that question, I feel like revealed that was really awesome is that everyone's like thought so much, not about their own character, but about like everyone else's motivations in the show. And as an actor, I think it's a really cool thing to do. But I feel like it shows in the writing that maybe that was easy for you guys to do. I feel like if writing isn't up to like a certain level, it's hard to relate to characters. And as an actor, it can be hard to like get into something like that. So it sounds like things are written and acted very well, just from hearing how much you guys seem to have like thought or the thoughts you guys have about each other's character.
I mean, they all have motivation for sure.
Yeah.
Each one of them has motivations of some kind.
All motivated.
All
Or unmotivated.
They're all motivated.
What is I'm gonna go back through everyone again. This one's a little different. I want one word to describe your character. And I'm gonna ban the word hothead just because that one was popular, so I'm gonna think of something else. One word to describe your character, Jack.
Broken.
Broken.
Oh, that's good.
That's really
That's a
good.
good
Oh, that just made my heart
one.
flinch.
Man, I really gotta come see it. Lily,
Uh,
one word.
I would say caring.
Caring. Ben?
I said patient earlier, and I want to stick with that, but I'm going to add
Yeah.
insightful.
Insightful. I like that. For a detective, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. Ian, you're really contemplating this.
Yeah, I mean, I would say impatient, but he kind of finds his patience. He's a grower.
You know what? This show's rated R, so fuck it.
Oh
Wow.
my god. Yeah,
you
I'm
think
gonna
the
go with
audience-
grower.
Wow. And do you think that... So,
Find the shower.
and do you think, like, you know, with the rest of these characters you described, like, do you think that trait will reflect to the audience as well? Do you think they'll be able to pick up on that just by watching the show?
I hope so.
How do you intend to portray that? That character arc that it sounds like your character.
I think they should be able to tell. I'll
I'll
stick to the script. Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it.
I hate to say he does have a big ego.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Huge.
Mel,
It's
one word
huge.
to describe your
I moved to you.
Can it be hyphenated?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I'm
Compound
gonna
word.
say tough exterior. Is that a word?
Ooh, yeah, we'll count it.
Technically.
We'll count
It's gonna be- it is now.
Megan
It
was
is
not
now.
down to count it.
That's not a word.
Yeah. Ian would know with words like grower. It's a word. Certainly is a word. Wow, that really derailed me a little bit. How's the chess game going? I feel like I need to check back in. So this has been an Ian.
I am getting my butt kicked.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is just a good Ian tape. Like, if anyone wants to play chess against Ian, you can watch this podcast back, and you can probably like find some.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
tactics
somebody
in there.
beat him.
Yeah,
For
Mr.
once.
Grandmaster
Yeah.
over here
I-
hasn't lost.
I have not called myself that. It's not a name I gave myself.
When you made your chess.com account, though, like, doesn't it like ask you to like place yourself? So did you just
I
like
don't
put
know. It
yourself
was a
in the,
while
like, most
ago.
advanced?
Worked my way down.
Worked my way down.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't
I did
played.
the opposite. I said I was bad so that I could win a bunch of games
Oh
for
yeah,
a while.
I probably did.
And then I eventually got I got to like
I haven't like
300 and started losing, which is not high.
I can play the easiest level and
The
still
bot,
lose. Yes.
Yeah. Do you do like the 250 elo bot? Probably,
I don't know.
Or...
I don't have an account. I play on Andrew sometimes, and he's like, "Yeah, this one's the easiest for sure," and then I lose super quick.
Sometimes those easy bots make the weirdly good moves for their rating. I feel like they don't have
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you win
They're
against
quick.
a bot, it's because it let you.
Yeah,
Anything above an easy bot, honestly, for that game is just they're gonna kick your butt. I'm sorry, I've done it before. Easy bot is just like, hey, I made a dumb move. Can you tell?
Yeah, they'll like
So-
even tell on chess.com. It even like tells you. It'll be like, "Oops, I think I messed up."
And they'll say just what I was planning, and then they lose their queen, and they're
Yeah.
like, ah.
See, when I play my one friend Reese, who's really good, my method is I'll make a really bad move, but then once I try to act really confident after I made it, like once I realize I don't show it,
Oh, yeah.
and then he sits there for a few extra seconds thinking I did it on purpose. There's some like trap, and there never is. There's never a secret trap. It's always just a bad move.
That is an actual strategy.
Try that.
Yeah.
Of
If you're
of
good.
literally knowing nothing about the game. Like one of my favorite stories is like an 8-year-old beat a chess grandmaster because the 8-year-old had just no clue.
Yeah,
They
were,
knew
like,
the
not
basic
expecting
rules.
what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
You know, that's like I've heard that in poker.
That's what I was
If
just
a
going to say.
poker
That's
pla-
what I do in poker.
Yeah, because like really good poker players like are reading people, and if
Mm-hmm.
you've never played before, then they don't know what they're looking for, or what to read.
Sorry.
I feel like Andrew has to come into the podcast now that he's gotten. With,
I
boundaries of the
ordered
room.
delivery service.
Oh,
We got
got a
a
Yeah,
DoorDash.
we have a
Let's go.
DoorDasher in house.
Yeah, because put an address on there.
Nobody
because-
can,
Yeah, I was trying to
Yeah.
hide it. I was trying to hide it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Hi, Andrew.
He's not in the show, just for the record. They don't allow him.
But
to
he's
be
in
on.
what show, Kirk?
What?
Do you want to plug it again?
The Trail to Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing the Trail to Oregon.
Yes.
Yay, come see it after. But see this first, though.
You better.
In fact, we'll ask everyone.
Here first.
Huh?
That's because we showed first.
Well, I took your.
Yeah, I guess you would have to come see this one first. You can't come see. You cannot come see the show on May 1st unless if you're a time traveler. We do have like a discount. I think discounted time
Too
traveler
much.
tickets. I think Sawyer, we can check that. But I think we
If
approved
you have the
that.
passport and the Checkmate stickers
Yeah,
on there.
if you can prove that you're a time traveler, you get free tickets. I think
Yeah,
we've all
exactly.
we've agreed on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's smart.
See, I have a theory though that we've discovered time travel, but they don't know how to go back yet, and they can only travel to the future, and just no one believes them, and we just you just think they're crazy because they're like, I'm from the past, yada yada, and it's like, yeah, right,
Okay, checks.
prove it, go back. And they're like, well, I didn't figure that out yet. And you're like, yeah, see, this guy's a real schmuck, yeah. So I think we figured it out, but we just don't know how to go back yet. We're gonna go forward.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyone have any questions
It's
about
like,
my
prove yourself.
time
What
travel
happened in
history?
1800? It's like, oh, we already know that.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
oh.
they're like, okay, that's what the biggest mistake all these time travelers make is you go, okay, they go, wait, I'll prove it to you. I'll tell you what happened in 1860. And you're like, we know what happened in 1860. It already
Sorry.
happened. Yeah, it already happened. We can't, that doesn't prove anything. Do you guys think time travel's real?
I hope not.
You hope
There
not?
was
Yeah,
there
what?
was that Stephen Hawking party that like supposedly proved it wasn't.
I would say
because-
Stephen Hawking has said that he believes there will never be time. You can't do it. It's impossible,
Yeah.
according to Stephen Hawking. And I trust that guy. He's smart.
There's like forward
He,
time
like-
travel.
But
like,
He did say that you
That's
could
what
do
sleeping
it.
is.
He
I was gonna
said-
say
he agreed with
he-
me actually.
him and Albert Einstein and a bunch of other scientists have said you can go forward into the future with
Yeah, in space you can.
In
yeah,
space,
because a lot
yeah.
of
So
others-
I-
yeah.
Interstellar?
I'm onto something.
Yeah. Yeah, because things that have happened so many light years ahead of us have already happened, and it just hasn't gotten here yet. Like light.
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's really
So
yeah.
light is actually futuristic. If you think about it.
I don't think
By
I
the
can
time
handle
we
that
see it,
right
it's
now.
already happened years and years and years and years ago.
Wow. Wow.
That's a lot of editing
that was
to
a
do.
really good
This is
question
where we
to,
are right
like,
now. We're talking about
completely
space.
kill the,
Yeah.
the vibe. We
Maybe
went
I'll write
from the
that next.
show
I'll write a show about
to
space.
Oh, I'll be in
poker
that
to
one.
space.
Wow.
Space show? I want to write a show about
Mm,
space.
I love it.
No, I'm not trying to plug anything else. I'm not like writing it. I just thought with the space show would be fun to write.
It would be.
Like space shows. You should
Like a
change the
realistic
show and
one,
put it in
not
space.
not like a silly one, like
No, yeah,
wild
like actual,
things,
yeah.
but like an actual serious.
Yeah.
Everything we're changing the show. Everything's the exact same, but now the setting is like
I was gonna say,
the
but that
100.
probably wouldn't ruin anything. You could
No.
probably just move it to space and
It's just gotta be the right setting.
yeah, as long yeah.
Right.
You have to say
It's not Star
space
Wars.
station instead of Queens.
Yeah.
Space Queens.
Space Queen.
Space Queens.
Riker's
Um,
Planet.
My gosh, I got distracted by the chess game again. This is getting intense, guys.
It's not looking good for me.
It's
I
not.
was gonna say it's looking like Ian's gonna win again.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's scattered
I got
like,
him.
all over the board.
I got
They
him
don't
down
use
to a
pawns
couple
left.
pawns.
Looks like we're close to checkmate.
Ooh.
That's the name of the show. He said the name of the show.
It's
Whoever
only
wins
ever
that-
said 3 times in this show.
Spoiler.
It's not spoilers, but you'll just
No,
have to come and
now,
see.
After the third time it gets said, I'm gonna know. Like, I'm like, wow, they're never saying.
They're never gonna say it again.
Ruins the whole show at that point. I think.
Yeah, well,
Can't believe that.
Yeah, we at the very least have to make it. We have to see the conclusion of this chess game, but I think it's
It's raps.
wraps. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's looking like.
Are there any just audio listeners?
Yeah, that's true. The audio listeners are gonna struggle with the chess game.
Poor-
but-
Poor-
Play.
poor
Ian-
listeners on Podbean, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
you don't know
Ian
what's going
who-
on right now.
Was the character that everyone likes has been just dominating the this whole game.
The hothead, impatient one's actually very patient.
Yeah, he's actually
He's strategized
Very
very,
patient.
well.
Forward thinking.
and very well thought out. We're getting towards the end here, guys. Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Any social medias? You guys all see the YouTube
Follow me.
channel?
Follow-
Like if you're directing a show in May, maybe you'd want to promote that.
Oh
no, that's
my
me. Sorry, never mind. This is about you guys. Yeah, anything
I know a
else?
guy who's directing a show. That's crazy. In like May.
Really?
In May.
Yeah.
We should have him on this podcast.
We should.
On this podcast.
Actually, yeah, we can
This
talk about what's being
episode.
done in May, and that's not Trail to War against Dearly Beloved. Oh, how about that? How about that?
That's really upsetting that you would say that.
You're in that
after
show.
That's
Emily's
deeply
doing,
upsetting.
20th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee
Oh,
in March.
In
so-
March.
I ain't
It's
cheesing
a,
I'd
that
say
one.
that.
it's a busy season around here
Where's
this
that?
time of year.
It's season for everybody, yeah.
Avalon.
Yeah, I've heard that everyone in Dearly Beloved, I've heard the whole cast is just hard to work with and terrible. The joke is I'm in the show. I realize that joke doesn't play super well to an audience.
Okay, but now
of
you
people.
said I'm hard to work with.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Let's cover that.
Everyone
Let's
but
cover
me,
that.
yeah. No, I meant that. I'm standing on that, actually.
For anyone
Well,
who
it
needs
says-
context, if you saw Christmas Bells, Dearly Beloved is the prequel,
Yeah.
so you'll get to see all the characters in different arcs.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
the full prequel arc for Christmas Bells.
Cast is
Very
coming
exciting.
back.
Yeah, we got the return cast.
Some returning members and new ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do have some new members. That's exciting.
Whoever those are going to be.
No,
we
not the
won't know.
entire original cast.
Oh,
is coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
unfortunately,
Well, one
no.
person.
But
Yeah.
but the majority, yes.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's good, but Ash was so awesome. I'm gonna miss Ash, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find somebody.
All right, let's stick back to Checkmate.
Back to Checkmate.
we
we gotta wrap up on Checkmate.
we're talking too much about other shows. That's safe for another podcast.
we'll do that on the Trail to Oregon.
Oh, I didn't dramatically say
Oh,
checkmate.
man.
Oh, you did.
I missed my opportunity to dramatically say checkmate there.
Oh, no.
Twice.
We were gonna make.
Wow.
No,
it.
she tipped her
No,
queen.
yeah,
so.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
take my
edited in, yeah.
King, sorry.
Does this guy ever play chess?
Oh.
Beginner's luck, I
I
think.
But
never
first
heard
time.
you say check either, so.
I
True.
was trying not to like interrupt.
We're
I
going to
was
work
just
by
like- I was
Uno's
like-
rules
It does
because
void-
he didn't say it.
it does void the
it
results of the game.
Never
Yeah,
happened.
so-
yet.
Uh,
Like Uno.
I think
Yeah.
grandmasters kind of hate when you say check.
I think you have.
And
to.
I am-
It's like in the rules, man.
Not-
Like, we should spend the rest of this podcast arguing about the rules of chess.
It's a chess podcast.
He's googling.
Oh my
I
god.
think they have to say check. I do. I feel like we need to know that if we're gonna go on this.
I feel like in professional games you don't have to do that.
I mean,
like,
they should
Don't
know,
you bring
right?
that-
No.
No.
Don't you bring
No.
that up now?
Well,
There's
because
the-
professionals would see it.
There's
but
no
Because there's a
boundary.
timer. There's a timer that
Oh,
you.
you're right.
Like when you
the
make the
clock.
move, you
Yeah.
hit
That's
it.
like
and
your
It
then,
is
move's
the
done.
responsibility of the player to notice their king is under attack.
Wow. So you never. I didn't know you didn't have to say check. Wow.
Oh,
I thought that was one of those rules.
yeah.
The rules of chess have changed, by the way. There's been changes.
Oh, yeah.
Not
A
within the
Vatican
past, like,
for the chess.
2 centuries or anything like that, but there's been some DLC, I think.
Would it be in 1987 that any player could go first? Huh,
New
Jack?
pieces.
Yeah,
Probably not.
New
Sorry, we're
pieces
just
just
thinking of
dropped.
the old rules. That's why I thought.
Maybe. No.
Yeah.
Ye old.
They gotta
You old-
update
I was
the
taught-
name.
Chess game.
So I was taught in chess club in high school, and
You-
they
You
never
went to chess club and you didn't know
did
the white
chess
pieces moved
I
first.
also-
they never taught us that.
What? Who taught
No,
this chess club?
I don't remember honestly. Maybe I don't know. Mr.
Did they also
Dennison
tell you
maybe?
either side could go first?
He had those big giant like chess boards and pieces,
Oh, that is cool.
and like it didn't matter who went first.
That's sick.
So
Yep, there it is.
I got a chessboard for Christmas, and I just decided to make my dad play chess with me, and then he absolutely demolished me. And then he just drops the lore. He's like, oh yeah, I was the head of chess club in high school. And I'm like,
Oh, cool.
what do you
That would
mean?
have been
Like,
sick
you
to know.
never said this, and my mom didn't even know. It's just like, yeah, I was in chess
It
club.
just didn't come up.
He should have bet money on the game.
Don't show all your cards.
Should've. And I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm totally
You
gonna
didn't
be
ask, so.
You didn't ask. Dad, were you captain of the
didn't
chess
ask.
club in high school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm gonna call my
Obviously.
dad right now on the podcast, ask if he was the captain of the chess club.
Oh my God.
No, not gonna do that.
I'm joking, guys.
Um,
Derail the podcast. Call your dad real quick.
I knew it was
It's
going to
been
get derailed. So
We were on time
Derail it
travel. We've
more.
been
Yeah.
derailed.
Is there anything you guys would like to say to wrap up? I think we're getting close to our time, guys. As much as I'm having a really fun blast, I think we might have to end this
45
soon.
minutes. We're doing all right.
Okay, we can go longer. We can
Yeah.
keep going.
If you can't think of anything else, that's
No,
fine.
I can think of so many things.
Hey, one more game.
One more
One
time.
more game. Maybe we should.
I'm out.
I have had a ton of fun doing an original. I'm fairly new to the embassy, so like I was, I'm kind of worried coming here. Like, what if these people are crazy? But
Well,
Well, they are.
I'm crazy.
Some of them are.
What did you realize?
But so doing an original, I felt like that was a really good way to get to know the people and the directors, and this has been a great experience. I've loved doing this.
And was your first show at the Embassy Bonnie and Clyde?
It was Bonnie and Clyde.
Last year, right?
Yeah.
That's something too. I think it's interesting to talk about because, like, being that this is an internet podcast, it's cool to kind of like introduce people to this. A lot of us, and now Ben's getting introduced to. We've all like been around the embassy and we kind of know. But like, what was your first impressions when you walked into the building? Because my first time, like, that I remember coming into the embassy, it's such a beautiful building. I was like just like looking all around.
I thought it was really so. My first actual time being inside the embassy was auditioning for Heathers, like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. when I
auditioned for
did-
Heather?
I did, and I got a role, and I forgot to check my email, so I didn't get to do it.
No,
Yeah.
what? The plot thickens.
What an
What?
alternate
I think
timeline.
we all were, except you, and you weren't in Heather's, were you?
I auditioned, but I didn't get cast.
I did get
Shut
cast,
up!
but I forgot to check my email.
That was crazy.
But my
Wow.
first time,
We were all in that.
And I was,
Basically.
I was just a
Yeah.
guy for that.
yeah.
Ask Hayden.
But I remember walking into the building, and it was such a cool building. I had only ever lived like in military areas, so everything was fairly new and simple. And to see such a old, but like still clearly loved building,
Yeah.
was really cool. And it's a theater. I love theater. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here if I didn't.
It's like a super unique building. I don't know if you're watching this and you're not familiar with the embassy. If you're close to Cumberland, Maryland, you should come check it out. And if you're not, you should still maybe come check it out. It's really cool, and we're located downtown. They just redid the whole street in front of the theater. I just think it's a really cool thing that I wish more people knew about. And if you're from the area, or you're even close and you've never been to the Embassy Theater, if you've even never been downtown, you have to at least come check it out. There's always something going on here, and I know sometimes it feels like there's not, but between the embassy and everything else, there's always something happening. There's a show or something to come see. So.
Find something to do, something to spend your money on.
Yeah.
Spend local. It's
Yeah.
great.
What is the website that has the account? Everybody can submit stuff to it. Is that the mountain, the trail?
Yeah, there's a page where you can go and see all the goings on.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the good what's going
Wish I could
on.
remember it, but
It's
it's,
like
out
Mountain
there.
Maryland.
I don't know.
Mountain Maryland. Isn't it Mountain Maryland?
Mountain Maryland. That
Mountain
sounds
Maryland.
familiar.
I'll if you're watching on
Mountain
YouTube,
Maryland.
I'll plug
Link
it
in the
right here.
description below.
I'll plug it right
In
here.
the show notes.
Everything in the area is on that, as long as the business or organization submitted it.
Okay, yeah. So there's places you can see what's going on, and I feel like it is hard to find. So it's cool to know about stuff like that. The cafe. Do you want to plug the cafe? People should come check out the cafe too. I feel like.
Come to Lily Books and Cafe. We have Valentine's drinks, so come to the show and get a Valentine's Day themed drink at the cafe just down the street.
It's like a perfect
Just
little
down the street.
date,
Yeah.
coffee, books, a
Yeah,
show.
it is a really cute little spot there. I feel like it's a great. Downtown Cumberland is the perfect date material. When I was walking in the theater today, I saw people taking photos in the snow out
Yeah.
and on the street.
Yeah, there was a couple I was taking a photo right in front of the
Yeah.
marquee. I was like,
Like,
all right,
look at that. And I feel like what's funny is they're probably not from here. Because I feel like people from here don't appreciate it as much.
There
So
are a lot of,
you know what I mean? They're probably like out of
passing
town, like, oh, this
people.
place is
Yeah.
cool.
especially with the
Like,
train. There's a lot of passing people that do come through
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying, like, wanted to say that
I
too.
was
That
like,
if
where does
you're
people
like
come from?
somehow listening to this and you don't know about the theater,
On the bike.
I do get people in the
Yeah.
store from out of town more than you would
Mhm.
think.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's like a more of a tourist spot than I guess I thought just because I grew up here.
Oh, yeah, plug your
I didn't realize.
store.
Where were you?
Got him. We caught him red-handed. He wasn't
You got
listening.
caught in 6K,
Yeah,
my
dude.
friend.
Selective hearing.
Yeah, that's 6K.
He was thinking about the chessboard.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you heard it. Yeah.
I don't know where I was.
It's
I
weird.
was looking at
Hmm.
I
Staring
have
at
Like
some,
there's a
Sawyer.
gender difference.
Ah, what can I
Yeah,
say?
a little itcherous.
I got a face.
Yeah.
I have something to plug.
Yes.
I don't know when this episode's coming out, but if it's before February 7th, I am hosting an 80s themed trivia here at the embassy.
Oh yeah, that is the goal, is to have it before out.
So-
Right.
I'm a product of the 80s, so.
The
anybody
Yes.
wants
The
to-
night
Come
of the
to
6th.
80s themed trivia here at the embassy on February 7th.
It'll help. Portions of the proceed will support this show, and you'll have a fun time. Win money.
Yeah, you win half of the price of admission.
Exactly.
See how much is going on, by the way? Like, I don't know, just through like bringing it up, there's so much that we thought of already. But also, like, comment below if you want to know more. If you have
Yeah.
questions about the area or about the show, about anyone here, leave a comment. Consider doing that,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe.
That's a good thing to do, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of questions, Kurt,
Yeah.
do you have what's like based on everything we have said, what are you most anticipating about the show?
I'm excited for it's like kind of what Sawyer was saying, where like I feel like if I pay attention to stuff, I'll notice like sort of themes or like maybe foreshadowing. I'm excited. There's a lot of intrigue, and that
Yeah.
has me excited. I'm excited to like not know what's going on and try to put the pieces together. That's like, and that's some of my favorite type of media too. So I didn't really realize that that's sort of where this went. So that's super exciting.
That is where this show shines, is looking at it, trying to figure out where it's going. And then afterwards, I think there's going to be a lot of people looking back and seeing those signs and being like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense now.
I think this would be.
Show twice.
Yes, I was about to say that. I think this might be an interesting show to see twice,
Yeah.
just so you can pick up on all the little things you didn't before.
The Easter
Yeah.
eggs.
And I was gonna say, like, it sucks that this is only one weekend, because like if this were 2 weekends, I feel a lot of people would come back second weekend and just be like, there it
Missed
is.
this.
Yeah. I feel like callbacks kind of had that a little bit too. Like I wanted to.
Callbacks had that similar vibe as well. I will
There was
say.
stuff I saw where I was like, I wanted to go back and like watch that scene this time to like see if I missed something or see the trick there. But this more in the way of, it seems like the intrigue
Subtle.
comes more from the subtlety and like in
Very subtle.
dialogue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
it's-
subtle until, well, I mean, it's subtle, but it builds up.
Yeah.
Like, it builds up over the entire play, and then just.
It's a very character-driven show.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's exciting. I think that excels here, like at the embassy. I just feel like we have, if you're writing a show, like you kind of know, like the people in the area, so you know some of the actors you might think of, and it's just cool to have like strong characters.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be somebody who can find that character. It's really interesting, I think.
Not sponsored by Yoo-Hoo, by the way.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
I like finished that whole Yoo-Hoo in this. There's a lot of Yoo-Hoo in me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to sponsor.
Yeah.
We're desperate.
Chocolate water.
Chocolate
Chocolate water.
Chocolate water.
Come on.
Isn't it called chocolate drink?
Chocolate.
On the
It is, yeah, chocolate drink.
Not
chocolate
milk.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, they can't call it milk.
That's
I didn't know
Probably the
that.
first ingredient is water.
You wanted a second? High
Chocolate.
fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Right,
That
yeah.
checks
Chocolate
out.
sweet water.
So we've
Chocolate sweet
covered
water.
Yoo-Hoos, growers,
Whoa.
Time travel.
chess, poker. What would you
Oh
say?
my God.
Time travel.
Time travel.
Mm,
We've covered a lot of important topics that definitely relate to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
There is one topic that we haven't discussed yet. It's the fact that there's original music in the show as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Also, done by you?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
wait a minute.
There's it's basically like what's really awesome about this play is like I feel like it's a movie on stage. It really is, and I decided to make it all original. So there's an actual soundtrack being played throughout the show, and there's an original like full length song that's going to be played at the end of the show during battles. So I think it's going to be really cool.
I love when plays have a good soundtrack. I feel like that goes like overlooked a lot of the time because obviously it's a play. You might not like think it needs that, but any like I know Brett always does that in his shows, and it always helps like kind of sell me on the moment. I think that's really like cool and exciting.
Yeah, I mean them doing it on stage, like already is up here, and the music is just like it dances on top of what's happening on
Gives
stage.
it that extra little like.
So like
1%.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's time period perfect too. Like the sound is very time period.
I have too many 80s sounds. So I try to utilize all of them.
Was it kind of challenging to have to write like something with that specific time period? It sounds like you were ready for it.
I was kind of ready for it. I mean, as of this recording, I'm still in the process of it, but like I'm on like probably a few songs left and then I'm done. But like it's easy for like, the quick scene transitions because those are only like 30 seconds to a minute that I need to compose. But what's really the most difficult thing about making the music was making sure the emotions there as like if the scene's going on or it's reflecting what happened in that scene as the scene transitions to the next one, so I really try to make sure that I don't do something silly when there's supposed to be a serious moment, so
it's got to be hard to match, and like it's one thing to write something because like words are a bit more literal, but to portray that in a sound or in a song is a lot more like vague and conceptual. So that sounds challenging. It's really interesting to me.
One thing that was really cool to me was Sawyer's dedication to making sure everything was as accurate and made as much sense as possible, to the point where it kind of derailed rehearsals at times.
Yeah.
We once had to stop rehearsal because there was something happening and we had to change a line and we couldn't figure out if a character was being arrested or detained, whether they should be handcuffed. We weren't fully sure on like what the actual thing was, and we just spent like 10-15 minutes going back and forth trying to figure this out.
And hey, and that's the beauty of an original. We can
Yeah,
just rewrite
we
it.
can do that.
Yeah.
And no, like I definitely learned a lot being this my first play that I ever wrote because this was not. There were a lot of versions up until the final one. And even to the final one, I still had to make edits. So
I think that's a good sign for the process though that you're rewriting.
Yeah.
Shows you care.
He cares. Sawyer Jenkins. He cares.
He cares.
Something about Sawyer.
No.
I don't know why I laughed after saying that. It's true.
But it's really
Sounds like
it's really nice that that they're not only am I helping them, but they're helping me. They're correcting me, and I'm honestly forward for that. Like with Jack correcting me about the chess rule. It's like hey, that's fine. If it helps makes more sense in the show, I'm game. We're a team. It's not like I'm directing and I'm leading the charge, but we work on it together.
It's got to be harder when you wrote the show too to like accept like a critique or something like that. I mean, it doesn't seem like you have a problem with that, but if you wrote it, so it's kind of like your baby, versus if you're directing something that someone else wrote, you're not quite as attached to something, and so that's a challenge too.
Yeah, but the reward of it all, is after like everyone read it, including crew members too, like they would like I'd hear them talk about it, or like they'd come up to me directly and like ask questions of like what happened after like after this and this, it's never said, and I'm like, I don't know, man, but I'm glad you're thinking that.
Yeah.
It's getting you to talk.
Yeah.
Ambiguity is definitely a theme in this show, so it's like
I like that.
I'm glad that people are coming up with their own theories and stuff as to why.
Sequels or prequels.
Will it be a Checkmate sequel or prequel?
I don't.
Stalemates.
Story.
So, all right, if we're gonna go down this rabbit hole, I guess we will.
We do Macy's story.
There are ideas in the works, but I want to see how this show does.
Yeah.
I already have 2 plays in mind.
Come out and see
Trilogy?
this one.
One of
Yeah,
which,
we'll make it a
well, one is definitely not tied to this universe, but the other
Okay.
one,
Space
too.
one. Space.
We're getting Checkmate.
That's the
Endgame?
third one.
Checkmate in space
Endgame.
with Muppets.
Checkmate. Revenge of the Sith or whatever. Return of the Jedi.
Revenge of the Pawn.
Return of the Schultz.
That's Todd's last
Todd
Yeah.
Schultz.
Okay.
Todd
Todd
Schultz.
Schultz.
It was her last
Make
name
the
at one
joke make
point, but
sense.
Wow.
yeah.
Right, given that, that makes sense now.
Oh. You'll just have
Wow.
to see.
Is there anything else you want to touch on, Sawyer, about your amazing show that we're all very excited to see?
I just, it's honestly, it's a show that kind of just manifests itself, really. I honestly wasn't expecting how this would turn out until this moment. We just finished our Act 2 review back on Friday, so, we're going to do our full, rough run tomorrow, and we're just going to see it all come together, really.
That's awesome.
I don't think it's going to be a long show if people are scared about that, but you're definitely going to be hit in the face with a lot of information, I feel like, after the show's over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like how you described writing it, I've heard, writers that I really look up to, musicians usually kind of say that, they don't really feel like they're writing it, that it just kind of happens through them, if that makes sense. And it sounds like that's true about your writing process. That's really
Exactly, and that's how I felt when I was writing it. That's how I felt when they first read it, and that's how I felt when they finally blocked it. They portray there were certain choices that they made that I didn't even say, that I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. It
Yeah.
really does.
Once you see how the actor interprets it, it
Yeah.
can change some things.
That's the beauty of it.
Well, thank you guys. I think we've made a good time here. I think we had an awesome episode. I had a great time. I loved the chess games. We're gonna have to go back and review those later, though, and point out all the blunders and stuff. Analyze.
No,
the game.
don't.
Did they make a correct move?
Point them out if Ian made the mistake.
In the
Yes.
comments, tell us
I don't
if you
think
noticed a bad move being
A bad move
By
from
Ian specifically.
By
Ian,
Ian
yeah,
specifically.
only from
Did he
Ian's side.
cheat?
Yeah.
Did
If
he
you
cheat
cheated,
while we
let
were
us know in the
talking?
comments.
Unless
While
I
we looked
missed
away,
a
he
better
switched
move,
them.
I don't think I blundered.
That'll be really good though. If he make sure if he missed a better move, just really backseat game and just everything
There's
because
gonna
he
be a
played really
million
bad.
comments critiquing me.
Yeah.
At timestamp 35:34, you can see him make a long move at H3.
He clearly steals.
I think Lily made an illegal move at 2:04.
I did not.
You made it.
What are
You
you talking
you were like, no, my
all-
move was
just the
here. I was
cat.
like,
What?
no.
It's
Because
funny,
I
actually.
told you up there, and you were like, no.
Yeah, because I was like,
Yeah, just
I was like, how did you get there? But I swore you were here.
Diagonally?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll let it
We'll
slide.
see,
I'll let it
we'll
slide.
see.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Do
Yes,
you
I
guys,
will.
do you fellow castmates have any final words?
They're not really fellow. You're not in the show, so they're not fellow
Ooh.
castmates.
Ooh.
Well, what if I just put a voiceover in there and
Write
just say
yourself.
I'm in the cast?
Voiceovers. You
Sorry,
have
that
been
was a
doing
good
the
question.
voiceovers.
There is voiceovers in this show from other people that you won't see, but they are cameos. So come see who they are, because they're not here.
I thought it was me. I thought I was in the show. I was confused.
You were in callbacks.
I was, but I wasn't credited though.
I know, and I felt
wasn't-
like
I
I
should've
felt like a piece
I should have
of poo. I'm
technically been
sorry.
nominated
Was that your
for
fault?
You
best supporting
apologize.
actor for callback, or when you guys won best ensemble for callbacks, right?
Yeah.
Technically,
Best
Uh,
original.
Yeah,
technically,
that's
I won.
original.
I was in that show, so I wanted to go up on stage, but
You
Brett
could
didn't let
have-
me. I'm kidding.
Brett just went
That's
there by
not true. I
himself.
made
He
that up.
didn't invite.
I'm just
He
defending
didn't
it.
invite any of us on the stage. I felt offended.
Wow.
You could have been up for most.
We
Brutal
made that
Death.
show.
It's not like he wrote the show or anything. I mean,
Yeah, I got called out for that too. That you weren't even nominated for most brutal death.
yeah, I did good by me calling you out. That was
Most
yeah.
brutal death. Jack wasn't even on
It
stage,
did say-
but it was his turn. That was so funny.
See, it was so bad. This is off topic, man. We need to talk about this off camera.
Guess what? I like some tea.
I gotta pee, so.
Yeah.
How about let's wrap
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, you guys?
Come see the show.
Come see the
see
show
the
show.
February
13th, 14th, 15th.
14th, 15th.
It's a great Valentine's Day treat.
Goodbye.
Bye.